Good evening, friends, and welcome back to the homestead. So I now have this completely open, and last year I grew some tomatoes and some bell peppers here that were phenomenal. And the previous owner said too that because this is really shaded, it doesn't get overwatered, it doesn't get too much sun, that the tomatoes just like flourish right here. So I want to go ahead and get it ready, and I have about 5 to 6 tomato plants that I want to put right here, all different varieties. That way I can come out from the house and grab tomatoes whenever I'm cooking breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So I'm gonna bring you along while I get this planted with some tomatoes. All right, friends, so while I was in town, I went ahead and stopped by my local Tractor Supply and I picked up some soil. So what I got is garden soil for vegetables and herbs, and this also has compost in it. And it's supposed to feed your vegetables for up to 3 months. So I got this to kind of put around all of my tomato plants. I'm gonna dig a hole, put some of the compost in there, and fill it up with the compost, the hole, and the tomato plants. This way it gives them some really good jump start on some good growth and hopefully some good food. I know this soil that's up here is really good because this is where we were putting like the chicken manure and a bunch of other stuff. When I dug it up to like till it up, there was so much worms in here. So I know that means that it's got to be good, because if worms aren't there, then it's just not habitable for them. So which means it's not going to be habitable for your vegetables. Tons of worms means good growth for your veggies. So let's go ahead and grab some tomatoes and I'll show you which ones we're gonna be planting out here, dig some holes and get them planted. All right, friends, so on Wednesday I went into town and I stopped at the farmer's market. I don't have enough stuff to put at the farmer's market. Actually, I don't have anything to put at the farmer's market other than fresh eggs. So I just wanted to go check it out and see what people had there. There was 4 booths all together, and 2 of them were selling plant starts. So I went ahead and picked up a couple varieties that I did not grow, that I do not have. And those are the varieties I'm going to put up here along this planter, because I only got like 1 or 2 of each of them. So the first one that I got is a Mr. Stripey. I'm really excited for this one because it's going to be pretty. It's going to be striped. I think they said it's like a red and yellow striped one. So this should be really pretty. I also picked up Sun Sugar, and these are going to be a cherry tomato. So these are going to be small. My husband loves the cherry tomatoes. Like, he'll just come out and pick them and eat them like they're candy. So I went ahead and got a few of these ones. There's 4 of them in here. I'm going to probably just put 1 in here, and the other 3 I'll go ahead and take to the big garden and plant over there. And then at my local Tractor Supply, they had Jet Star tomatoes. And so I went ahead and picked these up, and there's 6 of them to 1. So I'm going to probably, again, just put 1 here, put a couple into the big garden, and then I think I'm going to give a couple of these to my neighbor. And the last one I got is a Cherokee Purple. I did plant Cherokee Purple, but somehow only 1 survived, and that's this one. So I've only got 2 Cherokee Purples, and I love purple. That is my absolute favorite color. Are these going to be purple? I don't think so, but purple was in the name, so that's why I got them. They're going to be like a little bit of a pinkish purple red color. So that will be pretty. So I got 2 of those now, and I'm going to put both of those up here. Never tried a Cherokee Purple before. Again, I just love the name of it. And I think a lot of things I picked because of their names. I've also got the plants that I thought I labeled and did not. So these are I don't know tomatoes. And they're going to go up here as well. And as they start to grow, I'll see if they match any of the other ones that are down in the big garden. So these I'm going to put up here as well. 2 more no-named tomato plants. I failed in that area again. I thought I was doing so good by putting labels on them and stakes. And I do want to mention that I did try those popsicle sticks as labelers. Somebody mentioned in the comments that that could bring mold into your tomato plants, and they do. As soon as I saw the mold start growing, I popped those out, and that's probably how these got unlabeled, is I took out the popsicle stick, stuck them in a plant, and put it down and forgot to label it. But yeah, do not use popsicle sticks as labels. The wood will mold and it will start affecting your plants. So don't do it. Learning lesson here, folks. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start digging some holes and start putting these tomatoes in. I'm gonna just go as far as I can and see how many I can plant in here. And again, the rest I'll just take to the big garden and plant somewhere over there. All right, so I'm gonna start with my Mr. Stripey tomato. I'm gonna go ahead and take off these lower leaves. And then I'm gonna put my label back down so that I know what tomato that is. And I'm gonna stick to my 2 feet. So I'm gonna go 2 feet and then plant my next one. I'm gonna put my Cherokee purples right next to each other. My next Cherokee purple, Wisconsin 55, and I'll do 1 Jet Star. This time I'm going to label them so that I know what they are. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give them all a nice water, and then I'm done for tonight. Also, real quick, I wanted to show you my elderberries. These are the ones that I put into pots, and look at, they're doing really good. So I showed you the ones that were in the ground over by our berry bushes. And then these are the ones that are in pots. And then by the front of the house, I have the ones that are inside glass water containers, my mason jars. So they're all doing really good. So I can't really tell you which one is better. I guess we'll just have to wait and see later on how they do and which ones produce first. So thanks for stopping by the homestead. I hope you enjoyed this short video of me planting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. As always, I hope all is well and have a blessed day.